Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever been fast asleep dreaming peacefully when suddenly your calf tightens up like it's being twisted by an invisible hand? You jump out of bed wincing, trying to stretch it, maybe hopping on one leg, and it feels like your muscle just turned to stone. That sharp, burning pain that leaves you breathless for a few seconds, or worse, minutes, before it slowly fades away, leaving your legs sore and heavy. If you've ever experienced that, you know exactly what I'm talking about, leg cramps. And if you're over 50 or 60, chances are they're becoming more common. But what if I told you that something as simple as what you eat could stop those painful cramps before they even start? Today, I'm going to share with you the top 3 foods scientifically proven to prevent leg cramps and help you build stronger, more resilient legs. Foods that not only ease that sudden pain, but also support circulation, muscle recovery, and balance so you can move confidently at any age. Before we dive in, I want you to imagine this: waking up in the morning, standing up out of bed, and feeling your legs strong, steady, and pain-free. You walk, you stretch, and your muscles respond smoothly. No tightness, no sudden shocks of pain. Just freedom. That's what we're after today. Not just avoiding cramps, but truly strengthening your legs from the inside out. Because here's the truth: leg cramps are not just random. They're your body's way of whispering that something's missing. And most of the time, that something is a combination of key nutrients that your muscles need to function properly. Now, before I reveal these 3 power foods, let's understand what's really happening when you get a cramp. Inside every muscle fiber in your body, there's a constant exchange of minerals, potassium, magnesium, calcium, and sodium that allows your muscles to contract and relax. Think of it like an electrical circuit. When everything's balanced, the current flows smoothly. But when you're low on these minerals, especially as you age, those circuits misfire. The muscle tightens up and refuses to let go. That's your cramp. Combine that with dehydration, poor circulation, or certain medications, and you've got the perfect storm for those painful middle-of-the-night episodes. All right, let's get into it, because the foods I'm about to share with you are simple, affordable, and surprisingly delicious. They've been shown in clinical research to replenish those key minerals, improve circulation, and support nerve and muscle function so your legs can move easily, powerfully, and pain-free. The first food on our list, and probably one of the most underrated muscle protectors out there, is bananas. Yes, the humble banana that you might have sitting on your kitchen counter right now is one of nature's best defenses against leg cramps. Here's why. Bananas are packed with potassium, one of the key electrolytes your muscles depend on to contract smoothly. Potassium helps balance sodium levels in your body and keeps your muscles and nerves communicating properly. When you don't have enough of it, you're far more likely to experience spasms or cramps. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Most people think bananas alone can fix all cramps, but that's only partly true. Bananas help prevent cramps caused by potassium deficiency, but if your cramps are triggered by low magnesium or calcium, you'll need more than that. Still, adding 1 banana a day, especially after a walk or workout, can go a long way. It also provides quick natural sugars and fiber that keep your energy steady. A perfect snack for seniors trying to maintain muscle mass without spiking blood sugar. You can slice it into your morning oatmeal, blend it into a smoothie, or eat it plain as a quick snack before bed. Just 1 banana provides about 400 milligrams of potassium, around 10% of what your body needs daily. But potassium isn't the only reason bananas are powerful. They also contain small amounts of magnesium and vitamin B6, both of which play a role in preventing muscle fatigue and promoting relaxation. That's why professional athletes often reach for a banana between games. They know it keeps their muscles calm and ready. So if you've been waking up with cramps at night or feeling that tightness in your calves during walks, adding a banana every day is a simple, proven first step. Now let's talk about the second food, one that I personally believe is even more powerful when it comes to soothing muscles and keeping your legs strong. And that's leafy green vegetables, especially spinach. Spinach is like a green multivitamin for your muscles. It's rich in magnesium, the relaxation mineral. Magnesium helps your muscles unwind after they contract, kind of like releasing the brake after pressing the gas pedal. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can stay locked in that contracted state, and that's what a cramp is. Studies have shown that older adults are often deficient in magnesium because as we age, our bodies absorb less of it from food. On top of that, things like coffee, alcohol, and certain medications can deplete your magnesium stores. That's why so many people over 60 experience cramps more frequently, not because they're doing anything wrong, but simply because their bodies aren't holding on to enough magnesium anymore. That's where foods like spinach come in. 1 cup of cooked spinach gives you nearly 40% of your daily magnesium needs, plus calcium and potassium, the perfect trio for preventing cramps. Spinach also improves blood circulation and oxygen delivery to your muscles thanks to its high nitrate content. Better circulation means your muscles get the oxygen and nutrients they need to perform without seizing up. And there's more. Spinach is rich in antioxidants like lutein and beta-carotene, which protect your muscle tissues from oxidative stress, a major cause of fatigue and soreness in aging legs. Now, I know some people don't love the taste of cooked greens, but there are easy ways to include them. Toss a handful of spinach into your morning omelette, blend it into a smoothie with banana and yogurt, or add it as a side to your lunch or dinner. The more you eat, the more your body replenishes its mineral reserves. Within just a few weeks of consistent intake, many people notice that the frequency and intensity of their cramps begin to drop dramatically. And over time, your legs simply start feeling more relaxed and steady. All right, now for the third food. And this one might surprise you. It's not a fruit or a vegetable, but it's one of the most powerful cramp fighters out there, Greek yogurt. Yes, that creamy, tangy yogurt in your fridge might just be your best friend when it comes to preventing leg cramps. Here's why. Greek yogurt is an excellent source of calcium and protein. Calcium plays a crucial role in muscle contraction. Every time your muscle fibers tighten and release, calcium ions rush in and out of the cells to trigger that motion. When you're low on calcium, your muscles can't regulate that process properly, leading to spasms. But Greek yogurt does more than just provide calcium. It also offers magnesium, potassium, and probiotics, friendly bacteria that help your gut absorb minerals more efficiently. That's a big deal, because even if you're eating enough of the right foods, poor digestion can mean your body isn't actually absorbing the nutrients. Probiotics in Greek yogurt support your gut health so your body can make the most of everything you eat. And here's another benefit. The protein in Greek yogurt supports muscle repair and strength. When you combine it with regular movement and hydration, it helps your legs recover faster after activity. That's crucial for seniors who want to stay active without dealing with soreness or fatigue. A serving of Greek yogurt in the evening can also help you sleep better because calcium plays a role in melatonin production, the hormone that regulates your sleep cycle. Better sleep equals faster recovery and lower risk of cramps overnight. If you're lactose intolerant, don't worry. Many brands now offer lactose-free Greek yogurt or plant-based alternatives fortified with calcium and probiotics. You can enjoy it plain, mix it with berries, or even blend it with spinach and banana for a delicious anti-cramp smoothie. That combination, by the way, gives you all 3 of the key minerals: potassium, magnesium, and calcium in one simple drink. Now let's take a step back and connect the dots. These 3 foods, banana, spinach, and Greek yogurt, might seem simple, but together, they form a nutritional triangle that targets every major cause of leg cramps. Potassium from bananas keeps your muscles communicating properly. Magnesium from spinach helps them relax. Calcium from Greek yogurt helps them contract efficiently. When you combine these 3 nutrients daily, you're essentially rebalancing your body's electrical system so everything runs smoothly. But here's where most people go wrong. They try these foods for a few days and then give up when the cramps don't disappear overnight. Remember, your body needs time to rebuild its mineral stores. Depending on how depleted you are, it might take a few weeks before you notice real changes. Stay consistent. Make these foods part of your daily diet, and I promise you your muscles will thank you. Now, let's talk about a few things that can make these foods work even better. The first is hydration. Many leg cramps happen because the body is dehydrated, even slightly. As we age, our sense of thirst decreases, so we might not realize we're not drinking enough water. When you're dehydrated, your electrolyte balance gets thrown off, and no matter how much potassium or magnesium you eat, your muscles won't use them effectively. So make it a habit to sip water throughout the day. Add a pinch of sea salt or a splash of lemon to your water to naturally replace electrolytes. If you're physically active or live in a hot climate, you'll need even more. The second thing is circulation. Cramps often hit when blood flow to your legs is reduced, like when you're sitting too long or even while sleeping with your legs bent. Gentle stretching before bed, light walks after meals, or even massaging your calves can dramatically reduce cramps. The foods we've discussed support circulation from the inside, but you need to help your blood flow from the outside too. And lastly, consistency and lifestyle. I can't stress this enough. Supplements, fancy drinks, or pain rubs might give temporary relief, but lasting change comes from daily habits. The right foods, regular movement, and proper hydration build a foundation for strong, resilient muscles. Now imagine what your life could look like if you never had to worry about those sharp, sudden leg cramps again. You could sleep through the night peacefully. You could walk longer distances, garden, or play with your grandkids without that fear of your calf locking up. You could even get back to light exercise routines. Something as simple as climbing stairs without feeling that tight pull in your muscles. That's what these small dietary changes can do for you over time. And here's something I want you to remember. Your body is incredibly adaptable. Even if you've been dealing with cramps for years, even if you think it's just part of getting older, it's not. Your muscles are craving nourishment. When you give them the minerals and hydration they need, they respond quickly. You'll start feeling improvements within weeks, less tightness, more flexibility, and smoother movement. If you want to take things one step further, try creating what I call the Ornate Cramp Power Bowl. Start with a base of Greek yogurt. Add sliced bananas on top. Then sprinkle in a handful of fresh spinach or a scoop of blended greens. Drizzle with a little honey and a few chia seeds for extra omega-3s. It's easy, delicious, and provides everything your muscles need in one meal. It's also perfect as a breakfast or evening snack, especially if your cramps tend to strike at night. Now, let's quickly touch on what not to do. Avoid relying on sugary electrolyte drinks or salt tablets unless prescribed by your doctor. Too much sodium can actually dehydrate your muscles and increase blood pressure, which creates a different set of problems. Focus instead on natural foods that hydrate and nourish without artificial additives. And here's another thing. If you're taking diuretics, blood pressure medication, or cholesterol drugs, these can sometimes deplete potassium or magnesium levels. That's why it's even more important for seniors on medication to prioritize these nutrient-rich foods. Always talk to your healthcare provider before making any major changes. But in most cases, adding these foods is completely safe and beneficial. Let me share a quick story. One of my clients, a 68-year-old retired teacher, used to get leg cramps almost every night. She'd wake up 3 or 4 times, stretch, walk around, and still couldn't find relief. We looked at her diet. She wasn't eating enough magnesium-rich foods, and she often skipped breakfast. I suggested she start her mornings with a banana smoothie made with Greek yogurt and a handful of spinach. Within 3 weeks, her cramps almost disappeared. Within 2 months, she was sleeping through the night without a single episode. And the best part, her energy came back. She said she felt lighter on her feet, more stable, and more confident walking upstairs. That's the power of small, consistent choices. So if you've been struggling with cramps, I encourage you to do the same. Stock your kitchen with bananas, fresh spinach, and Greek yogurt. Treat these not as snacks, but as medicine, natural, safe, delicious medicine for your muscles. Eat them daily, stay hydrated, move your legs often, and in just a few weeks, you'll start to feel the difference. Your legs will feel stronger, your balance will improve, and those painful cramps that once kept you up at night will become a distant memory. And I want to remind you, you're never too old to rebuild strength. The human body is miraculous in its ability to heal and adapt. Even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, your muscles respond to the right nutrients and movement. It's never too late to feel steady, strong, and in control of your body again. So the next time you walk through your grocery store, look at that bunch of bananas, that bag of spinach, that cup of Greek yogurt, and remember what they can do for you. They're not just foods. They're your tools to restore comfort, mobility, and peace of mind. And now I want to hear from you. Have you tried any of these foods before? Do you notice a difference when you eat more potassium or magnesium-rich meals? Let me know your experiences in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else who's watching this and struggling with the same problem. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, share it with someone you care about, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more science-based tips on health, longevity, and fitness after 50. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, every healthy change you make, no matter how small, is a step toward a stronger, freer, and more vibrant life. Take care of your legs, nourish your body, and I'll see you in the next video.